JDW Blood Rumble 17th show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. Hello everyone and welcome to the 17th show of Blood Rumble. I can't believe we've had these many shows, said announcer number 2. Same here, and it's all thanks to you for your support. Keep on supporting us and we'll always be here. But tonight we have some great matches in store, said announcer number 1. Yeah. New number 1 contenders are coming the champions' ways, said announcer number 2. So, let's get started then, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a 6-woman battle royale, and is a number 1 contenders match for the Ladies' Championship. Introducing the challengers: Angel, Obsession, Mantra, Blue Rose, Gemini and Tempest, said announce number 3. Beldings. All 6 women are attacking each other. Here we go. One of these women will face Willow for her title, said announce number 1. And I wonder who it's gonna be, said announcer number 2. Blue Rose is punching Mantra. Mantra groans then leans onto the ropes. Blue Rose chops Mantra's chest. Mantra groans. Blue Rose bounces Mantra off of the ropes then goes to clothesline her. Mantra ducks, runs then bounces off of the ropes again. Blue Rose turns around. Mantra spears Blue Rose. Mantra just speared Blue Rose in half, said announcer number 1. Mantra stands up, sees Gemini, runs at her then goes to spear her. Gemini kicks Mantra's chest. Mantra groans then stands up. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Mantra. Mantra groans. Gemini stands up, picks Mantra up then throws her over the top rope. Mantra lands onto the floor. Mantra's eliminated, said announcer number 2. Blue Rose stands up, sees Gemini next to ropes, runs then jumps at her. Gemini ducks. Blue Rose gets hung up onto top ropes, groans, falls onto the ledge of the then rolls onto the floor. Blue Rose is eliminated, said announcer number 1. Tempest is punching Obsession. Obsession is groaning. Tempest bounces Obsession off of the ropes. Obsession twists Tempest's right arm then knees her stomach. Tempest groans. Obsession lifts Tempest up over her head then turns around. Gemini stands up. Obsession throws Tempest onto Gemini. Both Gemini and Tempest are groaning. Angel punches Obsession. Obsession groans then looks at Angel. Angel goes to punch Obsession again. Obsession blocks then clotheslines Angel. Angel groans. Tempest stands up. Obsession kicks Tempest's stomach, sets her up then suplexes her. Tempest groans. Gemini quickly stands up then goes for a jumping cutter onto Obsession. Obsession pushes Gemini. Gemini lands onto the mat then groans. Angel pulls herself up with the ropes. Obsession turns around then runs at Angel. Angel pulls down the top rope. Obsession goes over the top rope then lands onto the floor. There goes Obsession, said announcer number 2. Angel is leaning against the ropes then turns around. Tempest does a running forearm onto Angel. Angel is laying motionless on the mat. Tempest just did and quat, Tempesture and quat, onto Angel, said announce number 1. Tempest picks Angel up then throws her over the top rope. Angel lands onto the floor. Angel's eliminated, said announcer number 2. We're down to 2, said announcer number 1. Both Gemini and Tempest are staring at each other then start punching one another. Here we go. One of these 2 women will be facing Willow, said announce number 2. Tempest goes to punch Gemini. Gemini ducks. Tempest turns around. Gemini goes for a jumping cutter onto Tempest. Tempest pushes Gemini. Gemini bounces off of the ropes. Tempest goes for a forearm onto Gemini. Gemini slides between Tempest's legs. Nice move by Gemini. Tempest turns around. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Tempest. Gemini connected with her face cutter, said announcer number 1. Now to eliminate Tempest, said announcer number 2. Gemini tries picking Tempest up. Tempest goes limp. Tempest has gone totally limp, said announcer number 1. Gemini picks Tempest up, then leans her against the ropes. Just dump her over. She'll just fall, said announcer number 2. Gemini goes to lift Tempest. Tempest elbows Gemini's stomach. Gemini groans. Tempest lifts Gemini over the top rope. Gemini is holding onto the top rope. Gemini is dangling. Get up, Gemini, said announcer number 1. Gemini pulls herself up onto the ledge of the ring, then sighs. Tempest stands up, runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Gemini turns around on the ledge of the ring. Tempest does a running forearm onto Gemini. Gemini groans, then falls onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winner. Tempest, said announcer number 3. Referee number 1 holds up Tempest's left arm. Tempest gets a rematch, said announcer number 2. Good, because the last one ended on a count out. Maybe this time there won't be a problem, said announcer number 1. Referee number 1 continues holding up Tempest's left arm. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is an 8-man battle royale, and is a number 1 contenders match for the U.S. Continental Championship. Introducing the challengers: the Bodyguard, Thump, Ghost Kicker, Predator, Dynamite, Wrath Hog, the Hyena and Blueprint, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. All 8 men are attacking each other. Here we go. One of these men will meet Drake for the U.S. Continental Championship, said announcer number 1. I wonder who it's gonna be though, said announcer number 2. Wrath Hog is punching the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard is groaning, then pushes Wrath Hog. Wrath Hog falls onto the mat, stands up, then runs at the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard boots Wrath Hog. Wrath Hog groans. Predator punches the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard groans, grabs Predator's head, then headbutts him. Predator falls onto the mat. Blueprint appears on the second rope, then jumps at the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard chops Blueprint's chest. Blueprint falls onto the mat, then groans. Man, that echoed loudly, said announcer number 1. Dynamite punches the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard groans, then grabs Dynamite by his throat. Dynamite is struggling. The Bodyguard lifts Dynamite up, then chokeslams him. Dynamite groans. Ghost Kicker kicks the Bodyguard's left side. The Bodyguard groans, then pushes Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker falls onto the mat, then stands up. The Bodyguard boots Ghost Kicker. Thump runs at the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard does a back elbow onto Thump. Thump falls onto the mat. The Hyena looks at the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard looks at the Hyena. The Hyena quickly climbs over the top rope. The Bodyguard grabs the Hyena. The Hyena shakes his head. The Bodyguard grabs the Hyena by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him off the ledge of the ring. The Hyena lands onto the floor, then groans. The Hyena is eliminated, said announcer number 2. Blueprint runs back at the Bodyguard, then starts hitting his back. The Bodyguard is groaning, turns around, then grabs Blueprint by his throat. Blueprint's going for the ride, said announcer number 1. The Bodyguard lifts Blueprint up, then chokeslams him. Blueprint rolls towards the ropes. The group starts attacking the bodyguard. The bodyguard is groaning. Wrathhog stands up, sees the group attacking the bodyguard, then sees Blueprint. Blueprint is slowly standing up. Wrathhog grabs Blueprint from behind, runs, then throws him over the top rope. Blueprint lands onto the floor, picking up the pieces of the bodyguard, said announce number 2. The group continues punching the bodyguard. Wrathhog grabs Predator from behind, then lifts him over the top rope. Predator lands onto the ledge of the ring, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Wrathhog turns around. Predator jumps off the top turnbuckle, then does a crossbody onto Wrathhog. Wrathhog groans. Predator stands up next to the ropes. The bodyguard pushes the group. Dynamite gets pushed into Predator. Predator goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Predator's eliminated, said announcer number 1. That was a unique way to be eliminated, said announcer number 2. Predator didn't even see it coming either, said announcer number 1. Predator, I'm sorry man. I got pushed. I'm so sorry, said Dynamite. So am I, said Predator. Wrathhog lifts Dynamite over the top rope. Dynamite lands onto the floor. Dynamite is eliminated, said announcer number 2. Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, your elimination now, said Wrathhog, laughing at both Dynamite and Predator. Both Dynamite and Predator are smiling. Dynamite points behind Wrathhog. Wrathhog slowly turns around. The bodyguard is staring at Wrathhog, grabs him by his throat, then throws him over the top rope. Wrathhog lands onto the floor. There goes Wrathhog, said announce number 1. The bodyguard turns around. Ghost Kicker is kicking the bodyguard's left side. The bodyguard groans, then pushes Ghost Kicker. Ghost Kicker rolls backwards on the mat, stands up, then runs at the bodyguard. The bodyguard sidesteps Ghost Kicker, then throws him over the top rope. Ghost Kicker lands onto the ledge of the ring, then kicks the right side of the bodyguard's head. The bodyguard staggers backwards. Ghost Kicker stands up on the ledge of the ring, jumps up, slips on the top rope, gets hung up onto it, then lands onto the floor. Wait, did he? Ghost Kicker slipped, said announce number 2. He did, said announcer number 1. The bodyguard is standing next to the ropes, then looks down at Ghost Kicker. Thump dropkicks the bodyguard's back. The bodyguard goes into the ropes, then turns around. Thump stands up, then dropkicks the bodyguard's front again. The bodyguard groans, then sways on the top rope. Thump stands up, runs, then bounces off of the ropes in the opposite side of the ring. The bodyguard grabs Thump by his throat. Thump is gasping. The bodyguard turns to his left, then throws Thump over the top rope. Thump lands onto the floor. Beldings, here's your winner, the bodyguard said. Announcer number 3. Referee number 2 raises the bodyguard's left arm. The paramedics are kneeling next to Ghost Kicker. I hope Ghost Kicker's all right, said announce number 1. Me too. I mean, that slip on the top rope. It could have been a lot worse than it was, said announcer number 2. Yes, it could have been. Well, folks, we have made it to the main event, said announcer number 1. Beldings, this match is scheduled for one fall, said announcer number 3. Wait, hold up a minute. James Dennis appears walking into the stage. Sorry to interrupt you, because you do have a lovely voice. But since Anne made her main event an elimination finishers only match, and I actually like the idea too, so that's what we're gonna have right now. A fatal 4-way elimination finishers only match, said James walking away. This match is scheduled for one fall. is a fatal four-way elimination finishers only match, and is a number 1 contenders match for the Galaxy Championship. Introducing the challengers, Hercules, King, the Governor and Domino, said announce number 3. Beldings. All four are looking at each other. The Governor points at King. You're not gonna win this. The Governor points at Domino. You're not gonna win this. The Governor quickly runs, then goes to spear Hercules. Hercules kicks the Governor's chest. The Governor groans, stands up, then turns around. Domino dropkicks the Governor. The Governor falls onto the mat. Hercules picks the Governor up, wraps both of his hands around his throat, lifts him up, then does a double-handed chokeslam onto him. The Governor groans. The Governor has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. Just that quickly, said announcer number 1. Hercules is a strong man, said announcer number 2. King's scepter hits Hercules. Hercules falls onto the mat. Wait. Is that legal? Asked announcer number 1. Well, the only way to win is by your finisher. So, I think it's legal, said announcer number 2. King goes to swing his scepter at Domino. Domino ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. King turns around. Domino does a running knee onto King. King falls onto the mat. King has been eliminated, said announcer number 3. We're already down to 2, said announcer number 1. Domino is standing in the corner, then waves at Hercules. Hercules is slowly standing up. If Domino nails this, he's gonna face the champion, said announcer number 2. Hercules turns around. Domino runs at Hercules. Hercules clotheslines Domino. Domino groans. Oh, what a clothesline by Hercules, said announcer number 1. Hercules stands up, picks Domino up, then bounces him off of the ropes. Domino holds onto the ropes in the opposite side of the ring. Hercules runs at Domino. Domino pulls down the top rope. Hercules goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Domino stands up, the starts jumping around. I won. I won. I eliminated Hercules, said Domino. I think Domino forgot that this is a finishers only match, said announcer number 2. Hercules slides into the ring. Domino turns around. Hercules is staring at Domino, then lifts him up onto his shoulders. Domino is squirming, then lands onto his feet behind Hercules. Hercules turns around, then runs at Domino again. Domino pulls the top rope down again. Hercules goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Domino stands up, then rolls outside of the ring. Get up, said Domino. I don't think it counts outside the ring, Domino, said announcer number 1. Hercules stands up. Domino runs at Hercules. Hercules lifts Domino onto his left shoulder, then runs at the ring post. Domino lands onto his feet behind Hercules again, then pushes him into the ring post. Hercules groans. Domino runs at Hercules, then does a running knee onto him. Hercules falls onto the floor. I won. I won. I'm number 1 contender, said Domino. No, you're not. You need to do it inside the ring, said announcer number 1. What? Says who? Asked Domino. Says Mr. Dennis, said announcer number 1. Domino turns around. Hercules clotheslines Domino. Domino falls onto the floor, then groans. Hercules picks Domino up, then throws him into the ring. Domino stops rolling. Hercules slides into the ring. Domino stands up, runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Hercules lifts Domino onto his left shoulder, then does a power slam onto him. Domino groans. Man, what a power slam by Hercules, said announcer number 2. Hercules stands up then. Picks Domino up. I think this is it, said announcer number 1. Hercules grabs Domino by his throat with both of his hands. Yes, it is, said announcer number 2. Hercules lifts Domino. Domino rakes Hercules's eyes. Hercules drops Domino. Domino is gonna be the one, said announcer number 1. Domino runs then. Bounces off of the ropes. Hercules grabs Domino by his throat with both of his hands, lifts him up. Then does a double-handed chokeslam onto him. Domino lands onto the mat, then groans. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Hercules, said announcer number 3. Referee number 3 raises Hercules' left arm. Well, Hercules will meet the man at the next pay-per-view, said announcer number 1. Both Havoc and the man appear standing on the stage. Hercules looks up at both Havoc and the man. The man raises the title. Will Hercules be the one to dethrone the man? Asked announcer number 2. Let's hope so. Well, folks, another great night. We want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye bye, said announcer number 2. The end.